to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And
All right, this is the Talk Beat Jones show, and I am Billy E. Jones, and of course I'm going to bring in my co-host in just a moment here. Got two co-hosts today, of course. Again, this is the Talk Beat Jones. Again, I'm Billy E. Jones. I want to thank you for being with us today. Make sure that you let folks know that you like us, you love us, the way we feel the same way about you. And of course, we're on the air every Wednesday. That time that we're on the air is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Wednesdays live. And of course, you can see us on Sundays, 15.2, the time from 4 to 5. You can also watch us on the R.J. Watkins platform. That's the R.J. Watkins platform, not the black one, but the one that has the red. You right now, if you tune into the one that has the red, tell your friends from anywhere, pick up your phone, how you communicate, and let them know they can go and they can watch the program as we speak right now, live. Also, don't forget about that Roku box. You can watch us from anywhere around the world, the Roku box, and of course that YouTube TV 33 on demand. And right about now, I'm going to turn it over to you, young lady.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Y'all know who it is. Jazzy No Nonsense, the poet.
Oh, the poet.
I'm back, and I'm just, grateful to be up this morning. Feeling good. It's going to be a great show. I want y'all to stay tuned for the whole hour because it's going to be a fantastic show. We do have Dr. Jeffrey Watson, MD, on the phone all the way from California. Yes, we do.
Did you say Oakland, California?
Oakland, California.
Oakland, California. All right.
Yeah, so we going to be...
You just woke me up.
Wait, what did you say, Doc? What did you say, Doc?
I said you just woke me up.
Right, I'm barely up too.
45 here.
Well, I want to let the folks know. Give him his introduction.
Yes. We are starting the segment of the Health Beat Show with Dr. Jeffrey Watson's MD from Oakland, California. Let's go, Dr. Watson, because I got some questions for you today.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my question because I know last week we were talking about the pancreas, right? And this last week I've been taking care of somebody who got pancreatitis, right?
Pancreatitis.
Yes, pancreatitis. And so pancreatitis.
Yeah.
That's that MD talking now.
Yeah, you see, like, wait a minute. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. Okay? So how long does that take to clear up?
Now, before you answer that question, Doc, because folks don't see you, let's take a moment for people around. Well, that's a great question. Okay. A great something, folks, that's going to be answered by Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson, the MD, that you can call in with your problems. I want to set it up that way so folks can know. You see the numbers down below. If you have questions about your health or questions about your friends or relative health, you can call in. We have the medical doctor, Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson. Doc, give him a quick intro to yourself before we answer the question, please.
Well, I'm an internal medicine doctor, which is, I take care of everything from your nose to your toes.
All right.
Okay? And also, it ends up that as a general practitioner, people have psychological problems and just basically their overall health. And so the pancreas is located in your abdomen.
Beautiful.
Next to your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the place that secretes your insulin. That's where insulin is secreted in the beta cell of the pancreas.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now, some of the things that can cause damage, and one of the major things that can cause damage to it is alcohol. And so if people drink a lot of alcohol, high intensity alcohol, they can get what they call pancreatitis.
Doc, hold it right there, please. That alcohol. Now, please, want you to come back, pick up right where you are. But for those of us out there who are confused, who think that it's okay to drink this, but and that's not as alcohol, but it's not really. Can you give us understanding too in terms of per se volume to what you consider alcohol?
But can I add to that before he answers it?
Okay.
Because can we put that about beer as well?
You look at the bottles. I think wine has 18% alcohol in it, and then if you look at some of the harder concentrated alcohols, they may be 50-60%.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom line is that if you drink it all the time, it can cause inflammation of the pancreatic gland, and that result can cause what Jazzy has asked about, pancreatitis. It means inflammation. When you talk about titus of any organ, that's the pancreas is inflamed. Now, what does that do to you? That makes you vomit. It gives you abdominal pain. It may cause you to develop diabetes, because the beta cell in the pancreas can get damaged. And that is the cell that secretes insulin in your body normally, naturally. So it's a very concerning and uncomfortable disorder.
Now,
and where I see it the most is with drinking excessive alcohol, usually with high concentration of alcohol. So that would be whiskey, that would be cognac, and drinks with the higher concentration of alcohol. If you look on the bottles, it'll tell you wine is like 18%. Whiskey is like 50-60% alcohol. So
what about the basic
pancreatitis?
What about the basic beer?
Beer doesn't cause pancreatitis as much, but what it can cause, it has a lot of carbohydrates in it. And carbohydrates can cause increased fat. And over time, and I'm not talking about just, occasional, but over time, if you drink a lot of beer, it can cause, and the same thing with these others, alcohol, it can cause what we call cirrhosis of the liver, which is fatty damage of the liver.
Yeah.
And the liver is what our body uses to detoxify alcohol.
Okay.
And if it gets damaged by excessive beer, excessive alcohol intake, it can cause what we call cirrhosis. And the cirrhosis then cannot detoxify. And as a result, one can get fluid on their abdomen. And, Billy, I've been around the block for a minute. I had to draw fluid off of the abdomen.
Hold on, Doc.
As a result of cirrhosis.
Doc, hold on just for a moment, because I want the audience to grasp the importance of what they're hearing right about now. You're actually hearing from a medical doctor answering the question some of you have had, and no one has been able to answer that question. So with that, Jazzy, I want you to be able to tell them that Cash App that they can send in support of this show. So as we're going along and showing the station that we appreciate what they're doing for us and for the folks around the world, and Jazzy for what the world and the folks are doing for the station, which is sending your donations. And Jazzy, how would they do that, please?
All you have to do is go to your Cash App, hit that Cash App symbol, WHBR TV Radio, and send us some donations to keep seeing us on the air. It's a great show. I know we give you great events. We give you great things like Dr. Jeffrey Watson. And so keep us here.
That's right. That's right.
So send to Cash App, WHBR TV Radio. Thank you.
And they want to know, is Dr. Watson a myth or just a legend? No, we're going to show you Dr. Watson's picture, and that you can see who Dr. Watson is out of Oakland, California. But at the same time, he is going to continue his answer about what is that problem you have?
Yes, I wanted to know, Dr. Watson, how long does it take pancreatitis to heal?
Well, that's a good question, and I've treated it many times. And basically, it may take a couple of weeks. Take a couple of weeks. So, as we just said, it's inflammation of the pancreas gland. And what I've experienced and had to take care of is the pancreas is a digestive organ. It helps you to digest your food. And so if you eat, it wants to secrete digestive enzymes. And if you have pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas,
Mm-hmm.
and you eat and it tries to secrete digestive enzymes, it will cause pain. It will cause people to throw up, and will cause vomiting. And so usually it takes about 2 weeks. And my patients that have had pancreatitis, I put them in the hospital and put them on an IV, intravenous fluid and intravenous nutrition.
And
for
Doctor,
several days until the pancreas inflammation goes away. And it will go away. It will go away. But it is it's an acute illness, and it could be a chronic illness if the person keeps drinking alcohol. But if they stay off the alcohol for a little while, it can reduce, and it can go, the inflammation can go away.
Okay, Doctor, when this person came from the ER, and I read their diagnosis and how to treat it, it did say that they were supposed to be in the hospital with an IV. Now I'm asking you, why wasn't this person admitted? Do you have maybe, why weren't they admitted to the hospital? Because on their paperwork, it did say you need to be in the hospital getting IV, getting your pain medication, but they release this person with that on their paper.
A good question. And let me say this: the pancreatitis, the inflammation of the pancreas, is very painful. It is very painful, and the people that have it, as I was saying, experience their abdomen. You may think it's your stomach, but it's your abdomen is very sore. They vomit. They can't keep food down. They should be admitted to the hospital. Now, we've got a lot of changes happening in the healthcare system. And also, a person with pancreatitis who may be drinking alcohol may want another drink. And they may not, the person themselves may not want to be admitted. They may want to leave. And even though the doctor says we should put you in the hospital and we should put you on an IV, they may say, no, I'm okay, I'm going to go home.
Okay.
And that's a process of leaving against medical advice, AMA, leaving against medical advice.
Okay.
And I always try to tell my patients, if they decide that it would be helpful for you to be in the hospital, don't leave against medical advice, AMA, because, as you just indicated, that gets in your record. And the next time you come in to the hospital, they'll see that AMA, leaving against medical advice, is in your record, and that suggests to the doctor that you really don't want my treatment.
Okay, Doc. Now, so here's what we're going to do so that we don't take a whole soap opera for the whole show with that. I'm going to ask you to finish up with another side of that. We understand that you're speaking to them about being in the hospital. However, let us understand, and I'm asking you to come along with me to explain as I go along, Doc. When you're going into the hospital, they're asking you about your insurance. Do you have insurance? If you do not have insurance, then you are put into what is called your private pay. If you can't pay, then where are you going to be a patient in the hospital or wherever? It costs you almost $300 some per day to be in that bed. And so when it comes time for them to treat you and time to dismiss you, and if you have insurance and your insurance says that your insurance will not cover you at any further, and no more skilled, they will not send you back to a rehab center because they will not pay for skilled nursing. You can be sent to hospice if you're in that type of condition. But now you will be released back to where? Back to your home or back to wherever your residence, wherever you are. That's the way they do that. And I'm speaking not from secondhand experience or if somebody done told me. I'm speaking of just going through this gauntlet with the hospital and the rehab centers and the insurance companies. So That's what I'm speaking of, just coming out of that type of experience. Then, like I said, if I'm there and you're telling me that I need to have to stay in the hospital and I don't have insurance, and they tell us that there are some things in life that can ruin you, and so one of those things that can ruin you is your hospital stay. Can you help us to understand how that worked inside out, sir? Doc?
Excellent question, Mr. Billy Jones. You've really brought up a great subject, and there is a situation going on in the government now called the Big Beautiful Bill,
Okay.
H.R. 1. And
Doc, we got about 5 minutes before we go into commercial break, so continue, but be prepared to continue after commercial break. Go right ahead, sir.
I'll do that. H.R. 1 will take Medicaid away. And so 10.8 million people in the United States are going to lose their insurance. In California, 1.8 million people will lose their insurance.
Okay.
Now, if you go to the store and you want to buy some vegetables and you say, but I don't have any money, and it will help. It's this big, beautiful bill is also going to make people lose their food stamps, SNAP, in California. They're not going to let you have the food. They're not going to let you have food. And so when you lose your insurance, they're not going to want to keep you in the healthcare system.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a very, and the doctor is not going to want to treat you for free.
Thank you.
So what you see happening, particularly in minorities and African Americans, if they go to a hospital and they see a doctor that is not of their complexion, they're going to just say, go home. And you're not going to get full treatment.
Okay.
And so this is the kind of things that happen in real estate. You can't buy a house in a certain area. These kinds of things happen in other types of business ventures. But it comes down sometimes to money. And you're right.
Sometimes
$300 a day, even more than that, really.
Yeah, I mean,
And
so
if
Doc,
you don't have the money to pay for it, they're going to just send you home.
yes, I mean, so we're just breaking it down to the bottom line because we want folks to understand how things truly are. We know how if it was correctly put together, it would be done in this fashion. However, if you're not in that club, that money is not a problem, then you have a problem just in trying to have your health care together. That's why we're going to talk more concerning the health beat and how to stay fit, get fit, and all those particulars. But Doc, we're gonna put things more in a, and I want the audience to know this. We're going to put things more in a shorthand version, so that you can get more calls that can take care of the folks going around this world. But you see, what Dr. Watson is going to do, and he's doing for the next so many months, it's his show. The Health Beat Show is his show. And you see how thorough he is about helping you to understand. So don't sit back and just be shy. It's your problem. Let us help solve it or help you understand it. like nobody else can on the Talk Beat Jones. We're going to prepare to take a commercial break, and we come back. What is a hood star?
Oh, you Billy Jones.
No,
You a hood star.
no. I read something. I said, "Ooh, was I prepared or was I not prepared?" You got to break this down. We come back,
Yes.
folks. I want you to understand that, and a movie producer too,
Yes.
ain't
yes.
just talking about it, but about it,
Oh, I'm all about it.
and can go out to people's business and help them.
Brand themselves.
Oh, we're gonna have to
yes.
talk about Jazzy, the no nonsense poet.
Evans.
When we come back on the Talk Beat Jones. Remember, and I want to thank Timmy Tim for putting all these things together the way he's doing, just making us look like we're ready for the world.
That's right.
Be back shortly, family. I didn't tell you about we on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11. Didn't tell you we on the air on Sundays from 105.2. That's all I'm gonna give you. Be back shortly.
See you in a
You
minute.
have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matters. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV 33 Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
If you enjoy the music, the talk, and the vibe right here on WHPR, we need your support. Help us keep independent radio alive by sending a Cash App donation of whatever you can to $WHPR TV Radio. Every dollar makes a difference. That's $WHPR TV Radio. Support the station that supports you.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
Hey, what's up? This is Timmy Tim. I got all of Detroit on lock to bring you the best in late night entertainment. From music videos to artist interviews to concerts and special events. So you rappers, comedians, club promoters, small business owners want to be on Timmy Tim Live? Give us a call at 313-828-0848 or email me at timmytimlive@gmail.com.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
you wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and
All right, this is the Talk Beat Jones. Once again, I am Billy E. Jones, and again, I have my guest hosts on here, and I have the other guest who is with me every Friday, every Wednesday, and we're gonna work on getting you on here more often too. But at any rate, we're on there every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11, and we're also on the air on Sundays from 4 to 5 on 15.2. You can go to that YouTube, TV 33 on demand. You can see us 365 days out of the year on that particular segment. And of course, you can go to R.J. Watkins' page, not the one with the black, but the one with the red, and you can watch us live as we're on air right about this particular time. And of course, I'm just so happy that I have my friends here today, both. Let me do Mr. R.J. Watkins. Don't forget, I said that name because I want him to know that we care about him, we love him, and we're going to ask the family and friends to send in a donation, a gift, because we're going to keep on continuing to try to bring to you something you can sit home and get some health right here on the Talk Beat Jones on this station. So send that donation to what?
Cash App, WHPR TV Radio. Yes, send it now.
All right. And right about now, we're going to also include on this segment, we want you to come in and talk about that Star Hood.
Yes, Hood Star.
Hood Star.
Hood Stars.
And other things you're doing.
Yes.
Because Doc, I also want you to know, Dr. Watson, that she is also not just talking about the dream of doing movies, but she also has produced movies herself that are that are not in production, that are complete as we speak. And a few other things that we're going to bring on. But Doc, you were finishing up speaking about what, Doc?
I was speaking about the economic issues related to healthcare.
Yes, sir.
So Ms. Jazzy indicated what happens if you don't have insurance and you go in the hospital. There used to be a legal program called the Hill-Burton Act. Hill-Burton Act. And the Hill-Burton Act was made so that the federal government would pay the hospital back if you had no insurance. Now, our wonderful president has canceled the Hill-Burton Act. Our wonderful president has canceled much of the insurance that was provided under the Obama presidency. So, and that's it's very confusing. That's partly why our government went into closure for a while, is they wanted to try to extend the healthcare situation, which in California we called it California Care. Some people called it Obamacare. And for the first time, poor men could get health insurance.
But is that...
We already had a situation where a mama with a baby, if you had a baby, you could get in California what we call Medi-Cal, or in other states Medicaid. But they did not give the father any health insurance. Under the Affordable Health Care Act, which came during the Obama administration, finally, poor men could get health care insurance.
Hey, Doc.
And that was the Affordable Health Care Act.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
Where we are right now, I want you, in your clock in your head, I want you to understand that we don't have but, let's see, we only have maybe about 15, 20 more minutes. So we're going to have to, and I want Jazzy to be able to get a few things in, but I want you to complete. But I also wanted you to have enough time to speak on the issue that we spoke actually during the commercial break. So as you're making your presentation, realize that's our time base, okay?
I'm good.
Okay, so continue, please.
Something else I wanted to just mention. 2 of my doctor friends in the past 30 days have died.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
One was a stomach doctor. The other one was a cardiothoracic surgeon. The cardiothoracic surgeon, Dr. Coinus Inix, and the stomach doctor, Dr. Bandari. I have to think, and I know it as a fact, that stress,
Yes.
Stress.
kills.
Yes.
Okay, stress will kill you. And it made me review the literature. Emergency room doctors live only between the ages of 58 to 71 years old.
Mm.
They see very stressful things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a shortage of psychiatrists. There's a shortage of mental health providers. In our community, one of the ways that we get by is we listen and sing the blues. The blues.
Yes.
And one of the ways that we get by is we go to church and listen to the gospel.
Okay.
And listen to gospel singing. And that is one of the ways that we release our anxiety and stress. Because
so, Doc, this is one of
enough-
your prescriptions, correct? That you're actually giving to us at this point, and we're talking to family.
Yes.
I want the family to know
yes.
that we're speaking to
There's
Dr.
not
H.
enough-
Jeffrey
there's not enough
Watson. Go ahead, sir.
There's not enough minority psychiatrists.
Mm-hmm.
If you were Chinese, you would want to go to a Chinese doctor.
Mm-hmm.
If you were Hispanic, you would want to go to a Hispanic doctor.
Yes.
And if you were African American, you would want to go to an African American doctor, because our mental health is different than others.
Yes.
And what about entertainment?
We built different.
What about entertainment that Jazzy is going to talk about this hood? What is that?
Hood Stars.
Make sure you get that microphone.
Hood Stars.
Talk about that, please.
Yes, Hood Stars is one of my new creations
Check it out, Doc.
to recognize people who got it out the mud. Okay? People who were born really with nothing, and that's most of us. And people who strive to do something different. People who had a dream that they continue to manifest until it became reality. People who do good things for the community. People who people told you can't do this, and they still done it. People who didn't have any resources to even they had an idea but didn't have no resources to get it done, didn't have no money in the bank, couldn't even go get a loan because they got it strictly out the mud, and they made it happen. And so I said to myself, it's so many people who have did so many great things that people do not know about. Just like our ancestors who didn't get recognized for so many things they have put in this world to make it a better and greater place. I don't want anyone not to be recognized for their contribution to their community and to this world. And so that what makes you a hood star, because one thing is, it's hoods all around the world.
That's right.
It's just like you said, in China is a hood, in Africa is a hood, in California is a hood. And somewhere in that hood, somebody has made a way to break however they were raised and do something different and do something great. And I want to recognize that every Thursday, meet and greet a hood star at the What Up Doe Bistro on Greenfield and Schoolcraft.
I tell you, Dr. Watson, it's Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson. It's kind of like when everybody else was doing their award shows, and Mr. Chuck Johnson did what? The Soul Beat Awards Ball.
Yeah, all right.
Okay? That was the same as with the red carpet, the limousines, the presentations, et cetera, et cetera. It's like all the other shows, but it recognized. In fact, many of the musical artists was recognized by Soul Beat before they was recognized by the larger, big productions folks. Of course, our local folks, our business folks, and just like we're asking folks to send in a donation, the folks who sent in donations had the shows that they sent donations to recognized at the Soul Beat Ball. The shows that received the most enforcement in terms of finances for the year would be crowned the show of the year. Why? Because they received the financial base from the community to show that what they're doing is being appreciated. And I come from that stock family, so I'm asking you, support me now, and asking you to send in your donation to the Talk Beat Jones show right here at the TV station, and to let them know it's for Billy Jones. We appreciate that.
Yes, that's that Cash App, WHPR TV Radio.
And tell me, now, what is a meet and greet? Because when I read that, I said, well, meet and greet.
Okay, so I'll explain the ceremony. So if you become a hood star, you'll see that fabulous inbox saying, hey, we chose you and we see you and we appreciate what you do. So after that, and you accept your award, what happens is I make a great flyer of you that you get to promote, and I get to promote as well. And then you come down to What Up Doe Bistro on Thursday at 7 p.m. and we award
what's
you
the address?
15418 Schoolcraft. That's 15418 Schoolcraft. So you come there on Thursday to the ceremony. Hey, and then I award you with your certificate, and you get to get on the mic, you get to get filmed and say a couple of things about yourself and about your story. And then also it's going to be added a Hood Star podcast. So not only do you get that recognition, you get to also be on a podcast, but the podcast does have to do with a donation to keep all these things that I have going. I can't just keep, I need some help.
I want to quickly do this. I want to recognize the show right here on this station, Darren Griffin show, that had persons come on and do a wonderful recognition for Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, and Miss Maxine Willis. Just quality, beautiful. I said, when I grow up, I want to be like that.
Right. And I also, when I was here at WHPR, I did a appreciation when I gave R.J. Watkins, Henry Tyler, certificates as well. I do what I can with the funds I have, so and I want to also talk about, my movie Regret on Tubi that I need everybody to go watch and support so I can continue to raise money to do other great things in my community and around the world.
What was it like to produce a movie? And Doc, we're coming back to you. Got another question for you, Doc. Go right ahead. Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson. I say that because I want folks to know who he is. Right ahead.
Yes, it's a very exhilarating, exciting, experience. But first, like I said about a hood star, first you got to have an idea. Mm-hmm. First, there's the idea, and then I write the movie. So I have to concentrate on that first. I have to get the idea in my head, what I want to get across to the community, what I want to say in this film. So I have to sit and write that movie. Might take me about 2 weeks to write a movie, and then after that, there comes the production, getting the cast, getting the cameraman, getting all of those things together in order to start filming. But before you do that, you got to pick the perfect cast who you think gonna bring your vision to life. You got to get your cameraman together. You got to get locations together as well. You got to get paperwork together for the movie, copyright things. You have to get NDAs.
and with all of this,
Yeah.
you didn't say, got to get the money.
And right. You gotta have the money first. You gotta have some money first. Or if you don't have the money first, because just like I said, when you have ideas, you may not have all the money first. So maybe you need to call some of your homies, some of your buddies who know how to do these things, who want to collaborate with you and make your vision come to life. So I always tell people, when you have a dream, don't always think about, I don't have the money to get it done. Start reaching out to people who have these resources and explain what you're trying to do, if they can help you. And then maybe on the back end, when this reality comes to life, you can pay them then. They can have a piece of the project. Maybe you can say, okay, they think it's a great project. Maybe I'll give you 20% of the project. I'll give you 30% of the project. And they say, okay, let's get to work. I believe in this. So don't always think that you got to have a buttload of money to get the job done.
And to get the job done, Doc, coming back to your specialty, medical doctor, Mr. H. Jeffrey Watson. Can I ask you a question, Doc?
Yeah.
I'm speaking to myself, Doc, since I got you on the air with me. And in football, I broke my ankle way back, so you can see how long that's been. But I have, and do you remember the morning actually that Mr. Johnson called you and told you I was at the studio and I was kind of stupid? Because I had that big old.
I don't remember that.
When I say this, I had a big old cut that was from the top almost my knee down to almost my ankles, and I was trying to push it together with tape. I was trying to push it anyway. So he forced me to have to come down to see you because I said, I'm just gonna put a tape, and you did about 40 or 60 stitches.
Wow.
And let me know how dangerous it was for that leg, that I could have lost it. But thank you so very much. But here's my situation real quickly. The ankle, broken. Many years later, you go through activity. The ankles swell up. The ankle and the foot swells up. Is there anything in particular I could do so that I can become that Jones-sized guy again?
Let me say, I want to say one thing about the work that Miss Jazzy is doing. There's a book called Malcolm Speaks, and it's Malcolm X. And in his book, in the middle of the book, Malcolm says, when you control the pictures and the words, you control the way that people think. And when you control the way they think, you control the way they act. And so the media, TV, what you're doing right now, radio, controls, educates, delivers, encourages the way that people think and the way that they act. And so I'm very honored to be able to speak with both of you today, because you are contributing to history right now. And you are educating people, and you are entertaining people. Now, about your ankle.
Thank you so very much, Doc. We appreciate that.
Because I got the same problem.
Yeah. and Doc, do you realize how many millions of folks right now is talking about, oh, he's going to talk about my swollen feet. So hit him up, Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson, that you can call. Wait, Doc, that you can call this station right now. Call the number that you see listed below. We are live. It don't cost you anywhere to call from anywhere in the world. You got an issue, you got a problem, You want the MD, the medical doctor, to talk to you about your own personal issue on the Talk B. Jones. Tune in on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 11, and the doctor is here making that telephone call from around the world. Doc, hit him up, please.
Before the doc say, next week, I want you to talk about women carrying menopause.
Okay.
I tell you what, why don't you can switch over to women menopause.
You know what's funny about that term?
Mm.
Is menopause. It's like keep the man away.
That's right.
Menopause. Now men have issue called andropause. Andropause. It's the male menopause.
Andropause.
Their testosterone goes low, and they start to get erectile dysfunction.
I was gonna say I thought that was just
and
ED.
there's other issues that happen in andropause.
Well, at least they don't get hot flashes.
The women want
But we don't
to
get
away.
no flashes.
And I'm asking why, you know, but they want you to get away. And so in menopause, stay away, man. The estrogen gets low. See, you have a hormone from your brain that goes to the ovaries, and the ovaries make estrogen. And when the estrogen gets low, you gotta go. Okay? And the men are trying to figure out why. I still love you, baby. I still want that thing.
Yeah.
And they say, no, I ain't in there no more. I'm not feeling it.
Ooh, Doc. Now see.
Menopause. Isn't that an interesting way that they made that name? Menopause.
Yes.
Now what you've done today, Jazzy, no nonsense. The poet, that you have put us into a perspective that this is a whole show issue right about now, because that is an issue that makes a man and a woman who's supposed to be so much in love have it where it's prick, and hammered away. Because when you have those scenarios, it's not something that's going to stop after this month. It's a monthly situation that's going to happen. But at the same time, what you're doing, Doc, is enlightening the fact that us men, we have the issue too, but because it's always been about the woman, we really have not been educated about that. So we need to go. Thank you. So we need, in fact, we got about 8-9 minutes, Doc. Can we kind of hit on this, because again, we talking about now couples issues that we've always looked at the woman who we talk about her and laughed about the hot flashes and ran out the house when we knew our wife or woman had a hot flash.
I'm about to run out now.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So if y'all think I'm kidding, y'all. But at any rate, men, you want to know, why is he acting so mean? Why is he acting so distracted? Why is he acting like there's a problem when there is no problem? See, there is a reason and a rationale, and we have the medical doctor that can talk about it, family.
Yes.
So get ready to send a cash app to Talk B. Jones right here at the TV station. Okay, 868-6612. That number is 313-868-6612. Call and find out how can you send in on your Visa card, MasterCard, or send in on some other fashion to make that contribution right about now. I don't care if nobody else talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because I need the help. I need the love. I'm one of those type of person. I need to be reassured that I'm loved.
Yes.
Now, can we talk about hot flashes, both men and women, Doc?
Well, you know, people don't talk about andropause. Andropause, that's the male menopause.
Mm-hmm.
So as men get older, past the age of 50, their testosterone level reduces, and their testosterone comes from the testicles. In women, their estrogen comes from the ovaries. So when men start to get older, the testosterone level starts to drop. And in anxiety of trying to continue,
You picked up
the
for me.
man starts chasing younger women and starts trying to figure out, what to do. And so now we have Viagra.
Hey Doc,
Okay.
I remember when you brought that. I remember when you first when Viagra came out, and you first brought Viagra to the TV station and showed us about the Viagra.
Oh yeah, I brought Viagra to the station so that men would get their prostate checked.
That's right.
And if you remember, at Soulbeat in East Oakland, we had line around the block. So, because prostate cancer is high in African American men.
Yes.
And so we had men come and get their prostate-specific antigen blood test. And I had a urologist, and I had people from the Oakland Raiders and the Oakland A's. And if you came to get tested for prostate cancer, we gave you 3 Viagra pills.
And you can get them in 50 or 100. But,
No, I want to be a men's advocate.
Wait, y'all. But no, we got to. Tim got me. He's my loving brother. Is so kind. He's let me know I only have about 2 minutes to go to do the closeout. I want you to be some. Got to be quick though, Doc, because we don't went on time schedule. Would you do a quick closeout, and I'll let Jazzy, and then I'll take the final.
Well, it's always a pleasure, and you know that your health is your wealth, and if you knew better, you could do better, right?
That's right. That's
So,
right.
1, prayer and meditation. 2, read and gain knowledge. 3, eat to live, but don't just live to eat. 4, exercise regularly. 5, rid yourself of addictions. 6, get enough sleep. 7, commune with nature. And 8, check in with your doctor. Get a regular checkup.
All right, Doc. Jazz.
Yes, I want everybody to follow me on social media at Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet. Come see Hood Stars at What Up Though Bistro. I'll be there more through the week. I'm the manager now there. So come down and, have a chat with me, and make sure y'all go look at those movies on Tubi Regret. And I want to end this with a little something. Shout out to the Elite Money Squad and my people. And I want to say I'm going to be a men's advocate right now that, Doc, next week, once you answer this question, they say a man needs to ejaculate 3 or 4 times, a week, to keep him from getting cancer.
Okay, and Doc, I'll let you answer next week because I got to go because family. This is Talk B. Jones and Billy E. Jones. Don't forget we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11. Hold on now. We got to go. I'm on a time restriction. I got to go out of here and get ready to go up because otherwise Tim's gonna slap inside my head. Doc, you see, folks, he's the MD. You can't hold it back. If he's gonna take over, he's gonna take over. But I got to go, family. Even though it's Talk B. Jones, don't forget I'm on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Don't forget on Sundays I'm here on the air from 4 to 5 p.m. on 15.2. And let you please tell your friends about us, and don't forget about sending that funds into the
Cash App, WHBR TV Radio. Let's go.
Love y'all. Bye. Take care, Doc.
Because this is the Talk Beat Jones and I.